Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Lumberjacks of San Diego. Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one started.
And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's Love looking to pass on the first play.
And incomplete to open things up.
You talk about this Lions defense.
This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. Black 40.
Now Love.
That one out wide and intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. His throw incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Now a 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A run now for the rookie out of Georgia.
A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting the tone.
And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, But any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal.
They'll try again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On 4th down, on is Jake Bates for the Lions field goal.
From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle.
Bates' kick is good.
And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Here we go.
Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little bit, didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Go now. Hut, hut.
Throwing. Love. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You talk about this Lions defense.
They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now they've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Black shot. Red cycle. Black ultra. Snap clock.
To throw now. Here's Love. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
On 4th down, Corliss Waitman on to punt.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Micah Parsons. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And a loose football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
And it is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to stretch out their lead.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
Their own 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Love looking to throw it.
He'll get this complete to Matthew Golden.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Love. A throw left side. It's hauled in by Golden.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Ready?
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
$10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Set for the second quarter, San Diego in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Ready.
Love now.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down.
2nd and 5 at the Lions' 28-yard line.
Seal. Black. Fly smooth. Set.
Love. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm. But I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
What I continually hear from running backs and offensive linemen is how often they're actually getting together to watch film so they can get in sync with each other, understand blocking patterns better, how a running back likes to cut, what he wants to do. And, boy, it all came together on that one.
That's one where they watch it and say, hey, we did everything we were supposed to do right there.
That looked like the play we drew up and designed. And then we got to see it unfold in real time.
Right back to him on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Second down and inches. Short pass here taken in by Laporta. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That's good. For Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Good for a San Diego first down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Here we go. Check, Hunt.
Operating from the gun. Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Second and 10.
Set, Hunt. Red, 38. Hunt, Hunt.
Back to throw. Love. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ready.
And quickly out wide, this is Watson.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th.
Ready.
They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
Get him, get him. Blue, 30, ready.
Looking to throw.
Love. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
To throw again on 2nd down. Love. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Back at the 31-yard line.
Hey, Blue. Hey, whoa.
Here's him. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Lions. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd down and 4.
Ready, set.
Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Hands it off out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Lions first down. First and 10.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hip, but they'll say it's incomplete. They don't get the hookup there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Robinson's got it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
They'll drop to throw. That's complete to Laporta. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. He'll drop to throw.
First down, Detroit.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Lions have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Lumberjacks 3.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Ready?
Throwing to start the drive. Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
Now a second and
It's a gain of
2.
8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Back to throw. Love. Now they go screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they were able to get to him on it.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
50, green. Ready.
Love to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
Here we go, Shaq. Back to 60. Back to 60.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Love, they go play action now.
And the timing a bit off that time as Allen falls to the ground. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Reed.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a San Diego 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Now this aired out deep for Reed. Oh, that is incomplete.
Well, we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. Ready.
They'll look to throw again.
They'll complete this one to Watson.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Trouble, 38.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Love. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Set. 33, yellow. 6, mega. Steel, black. Hut, hut.
Play action this time with Love.
That's caught downfield. It's Golden.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line.
That's another San Diego 1st down.
Off the play fake, Love.
He finds his receiver, Watson.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Now Love. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on third and goal.
I'm coming. Ready.
Throwing. Love. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on fourth and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They try to throw on fourth and goal from the 2, and the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Here we go.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
60 back.
He's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Lions, first down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Let's go now.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he is going to have a Lions first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. 2nd and 11. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll have it past midfield, almost close to the 40 before being taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. 41 yards.
And the Lions are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, simple tip of the cap, a nod of their head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 times and 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Set, ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
He'll try to do it himself.
And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way to the football. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st down, Shepard. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now 2nd and 3.
19, 18.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Shepard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Up the middle they go.
It's Shepard. And he is going to have the Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Go!
And they'll indeed take a knee.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought